Hello students, I am Nakul Sheth. In the previous video, we have discussed about inheritance, types of inheritance and why Java doesn't support multiple inheritance. Now, for today's video, we are going to discuss another object-oriented programming concept, that is encapsulation. So take a look at today's topic. What is encapsulation? How to achieve encapsulation? Third one is what is data hiding? And fourth, what is a tightly encapsulated class? So first, let us see the real world example of encapsulation. Take a look at the capsule here. So what we are doing is we are going to bind main medicine into a single unit, that is a capsule, or another example we have, that is a car engine. So that car engine will properly bind into a unit, so any user or driver cannot see its implementation, but we can use that engine into our car. Okay, so these are the live example of encapsulation. So if we are talking about its definition, encapsulation is a mechanism or a process which wrapping up of variables and method into a single unit, or we can bind those variables and method into a single unit. As you can see in the below image, all variables and methods are binding together into a single capsule, which is known as class. So this process is known as encapsulation. So this is the definition of encapsulation in Java. Now we are moving to how to achieve encapsulation in Java. So there are two steps to achieve encapsulation in Java. First step, make all the data or variable as private variables. Second step, we are going to create a getter method and setter methods which are used to view and modify these private variables. So this is how we can do this. Take an example here. I have created a class called employee. Now in this class I have declared a variable called employee ID and make that variable as private. Now what I have done here, I have created a variable called employee ID and make this variable as a private variable. So what does it mean? We cannot use this variable called employee ID outside of this class, but this variable can only be used in this class only. Now remember one thing, this part of encapsulation is known as data hiding. We can say in encapsulation, the variable of a class will be hidden from another classes and can be accessed only through the methods by its current class. So this concept is known as data hiding. So this variable is going to hide from other classes, or we can say this variable could not access by other class or other directories. So this concept is known as data hiding. So the first step was I have created private variables here, and what about second step? Now I am going to create public methods. Those public methods are known as getter method and setter method. Now I am going to create a public method over here, that is a public void set employee ID. As a parameter I am going to pass integer employee ID. Now whatever the value comes here, that particular value will be initialized to this private variable. So whatever the value of this variable employee ID 1 will be initialized to our private variable called employee ID. So this is how we can create a setter method in Java. Now I am going to create a getter method below this setter method so that we can read the value of private variable. So here I am creating a getter method called get employee ID, which will return the value of variable, that is employee ID, which is our private variable. Now employee ID is what? A integer type variable. That's why I am going to return integer here. So students, I have created a private variable here. To use this private variable, I have created two methods, that is setter method and another one is getter method. So this process is known as encapsulation. So there are two steps that you have to follow to achieve encapsulation in Java. Step 1, create a variable as private variables. So this concept is known as what? Data hiding. Then the second step is I have created public setter method and public getter methods. Getter method is used to read the value from the variable and setter method is used to modify the value of these private variables. So this is all about encapsulation. Now take a look at the definition. So what is encapsulation? Wrapping up of variables and methods into a single unit is known as encapsulation. Now, through programming, I am going to show you how to achieve encapsulation. So let us move to the notepad.
So first I have opened a notepad here and I am going to create a class which is class employee. Now I am creating a variable in this class as per the example integer employee ID. Now if I want to access this variable into another class, so let us make another class here called main, in which I have created a main method that is public static void main string arguments. Now what I am going to do is I am creating an object of this class employee E equals to new employee and semicolon. Now I am going to assign value to this variable through E dot empid equals to 100, and I am going to print this value in system dot out dot println and in bracket e dot employee id. Now let me save this file as main.java. Let us run this program in command prompt. Now java c, then main.java and java main. So here we have an output which is 100. So this is how any class can access any variable from another class. So we can say this variable can access by anywhere in the program, so that we cannot hide our sensible data by using this way. And by using this way we cannot achieve security in our application. So to make our data secure, I am going to make this variable as private variable. So I cannot access this variable here directly. Now let us run this code so you can understand what error we have got if we make a variable as private and try to access this variable from another class. So java c main.java and enter. Immediately your compiler throws an error that is employee ID has private access in class employee. So we cannot access this private variable directly from another class. So this concept is known as data hiding. So here I am going to create getter and setter method to read and modify this variable. So public void set employee ID, and as a parameter I am going to pass integer EID. Now I am going to assign the value of this EID to this EMP ID. So I am going to write EMP ID equals to EID. So by using this setter method, we can modify this private variable. And if I want to read this value, for this I am going to create a getter method over here, which is public integer get employee ID, and in this method I have written this integer variable which is employee ID. So this concept is known as encapsulation. Now what is next step? Now I am going to use these methods in our main class. So this is how we can use this getter and setter method in our class. e dot set id and in bracket 100. This is how we can modify our variable. And if I want to read this value, I have to use this method which is get employee id. So I am going to write system.out.println and in bracket e dot get employee id. So this is how we can read values of this employee id. So let me save this code and try to run in our command prompt. So we have command prompt here, then javac main.java. This is how I have compiled my program and I am going to run this code. So we got the same output here. What does it mean? I am going to read and modify this variable's value called employee ID through methods. But we cannot read and modify this variable directly. So this is how we can achieve encapsulation in Java, and this class is known as tightly encapsulated class. Okay.
So I hope you understand what is encapsulation and how to achieve encapsulation in Java. Now take a look at some important questions regarding this topic. First question is, what is encapsulation? Second question, how to achieve encapsulation in Java? Third question, what is a tightly encapsulated class? Fourth question, can we access a private variable directly from another class? And the last question is, what is data hiding? So students, this is it for today's video. Thank you for watching this video. Keep learning, stay happy, bye.